Good morning, children. We are going to take the class 6, lesson number 6, substances in daily use. So just revise we are going to revise all the topics today. So in this lesson, we have to learn substances and objects. So lots of substances and objects we see around us. That substances are made up of various things are used to make this substance, such as wood is used to prepare wooden thing, then iron is used to prepare iron thing, then rubber is used to prepare all the rubber thing, plastic is used to prepare all the plastic things. So these are the substances. From that substances, all the substances are made up of very small particles that we call the molecules. Okay, and objects are made up of from these substances. Okay, so that objects have a specific shape, they have specific volume, their parts have specified arrangement by which we identify them, like wood, plastic, steel, rubber. So these are all the substances that we use to prepare various things. So let's learn. Then same substances or materials can be used to make many objects. Let us learn some object like cotton. We use cotton to prepare cotton fiber. That from fiber we use to prepare clothes, thread, bed sheets, saris, quilt, mattresses, pillows, etc. We use cotton to prepare all these substances. Then iron is a substance that comes in a metal. Iron is a metal. So according to its property, that is malleability, ductility, that use construction of steel, bars, riddles, then parts of automobiles, electric poles, tables, cupboards are used to prepare. Iron is used to prepare these things. Then aluminium, the kitchen utensils we used. So electrical cables are made up of aluminium. So these substances are used to prepare various objects. Now we have to learn these objects. Some are the natural objects or natural substances and some are man-made substances. Okay, the natural substances means the substances available in nature. So that are called natural substances. Okay. In them, they are obtained from living things. The natural substances are usually obtained from the living things such as plants and animals. So the substances obtained from living things that are called biotic substances. Okay, such as that substance obtained from plants and animals. These are living things. So they are biotic substances like cotton, jute, wood. These are biotic substances. And the air, soil, water are substances that are not obtained from living thing. They are abiotic substances. Means they are abiotic substances. So leather, wool, jute, cotton, these are biotic substances, and whereas soil, water, air, these are abiotic substances. And biotic substances that are also different source, different origin. Some obtained from plants, some are obtained from animals. So the substances which have obtained from plants, they have plant origin, means cotton, jute, that obtained from some medicinal plants. So that are obtained from plants, they have plant origin. And the substances which we get from animal, that is leather, wool, honey, milk, these are animal origin. Okay, understood? Now man-made substances, usually that man-made substance that are artificial substances or they are synthetic substances. They prepared in factory by using various machines. Like plastic is a man-made substance, So that substances produced by processing naturally available substances that are man-made substances. So like plastic is a man-made substance. So the substances that are natural as well as man-made substances. Some examples of man-made substances are, that is, the substances which use for the construction, that is bamboo, the stone, soil, these are some natural substances we use for construction site, that is lime, coconut, wood, and bricks, cement, concrete, galvanized sheets, clay tiles, plastic, asbestos sheets. These are some man-made substances we use for construction. Then writing material, the natural thing we use, that is teak bark, tree bark leaves, then paints made from reeds, then stone slates, stone walls in caves, soil, colors made up from plants. These are natural substances we use for the writing material. Pen, pencil made from plastic and metal, paper, notebook, that are some man-made substances. Okay. Then threads and yarns, the natural, that is cotton, silk, wool, thread we use naturally obtained. Then nylon, rayon, that are the man-made substances. Okay, these are the synthetic fibers. So this is about man-made substances and natural substances. Now we know the glass. Do you know the glass? Kaanch. So glass can be made from the sand and calcium carbonate. So however, sand and calcium carbonate cannot be obtained again from the glass. So it's a irreversible change. It's a irreversible change. So you must have observed the green chilies or tomatoes turning red after some time. When a mango ripe from a kacha mango, so that never come back. That means it's a irreversible change. When we prepare a curd from the milk, when we prepared a curd from milk, so we did not again get it back. हमें फिर से कर्ड से मिल्क नहीं मिलता, means that is a irreversible change. So there are the two changes occur in the nature, that is reversible change and irreversible change. Okay, so a certain chemical reaction takes place in the chemical change or irreversible change. Then next is the production of substances. How the substances form. So rubber, for example, is rubber. जैसे कि rubber कैसे obtain करते हैं? You know rubber is of two types, that is the natural and artificial rubber also. So natural rubber is obtained from the plants. Rubber के plants होते हैं from the gum or the sap of tree, the gums that release from that plant from which rubber is obtained. So that gum or sap of tree, this sap is called a latex. This sap, unwanted material releases from that rubber plant, so that is in the form of latex. Rubber has a peculiar odor and it is white in color. A natural rubber is white in color. It has peculiar odor, means it has a smell. But the vulcanization of rubber, a processing takes place on the rubber. In this process, rubber is heated with sulfur for 3 to 4 hours and to give the hardness to the rubber. You know, the basically natural rubber is very soft and elastic. But when you add that sulfur, that means vulcanization of rubber. Vulcanization means addition of sulfur for 3 to 4 hours. इसमें heat करना है उसको sulfur add करके. Then that processing takes place. That means vulcanization of rubber. उससे क्या होता है? When sulfur is mixed in it, the proportion of sulfur in the mixture is determined by the purpose for which the rubber will be used. Eraser, rubber balls, rubber toys, all have varying proportions of sulfur in them. In rubber band, the proportion of sulfur is very small. जितने small sulfur का proportion है, उतनी ज़्यादा उसकी elasticity रहेगी. In you know the rubber band is a elastic, जिसको हम लोग खींचेंगे तो वो stretch होगा. Means in that the sulfur is in very little amount. और जैसे आप लोग सल्फर का परसेंटेज उसमें बढ़ाओगे, उसकी इलास्टिसिटी कम हो जाएगी. जैसे कि ट्यूब्स और टायर्स ज्यादा इलास्टिक नहीं होते, सो that addition of sulfur is more in tubes and tires. Okay, so Charles Goodyear spilled a mixture of rubber and sulfur on a burning stove. After the stove was extinguished, he noticed that the rubber has become harder and less elastic. Okay, so he has done this experiment. What he done? So he did sulfur mixed with rubber and heat it, and after that he repeated this experiment in a systematic way and invented the process of vulcanization. Vulcanization means when you add sulfur and heat it with rubber, its elasticity becomes lesser, so that hard and true tires of rubber made from the vulcanization of rubber. Okay, so this is about rubber we learn. Then paper, how the paper is, we use that paper for writing. So that paper is a substance or a material formed due to intervening of cellulose fiber in grass. So paper is made up from trees. So wood, rags, waste paper. So paper is a kind of network of cellulose fiber, जिसमें plant में जो cellulose होता है उससे rubber बनता है. So usually the coniferous trees like pine are used to make the paper. The कैसे बनते paper? जैसे कि the logs of trees that peel out, उसका peeling निकालते हैं. Then that debarking, that process is called debarking. After that, that logs of wood turn into the pulp. उसका pulp crush करके उसको pulp बनाते. Then add few dyes, means colors in that pulp. After adding dyes, that pulp that sent to the pressing machines with the rollers, and that converted into paper. So it's a processing of a paper, so that the paper and wood are closely related to each other. So it's our duty to save the trees. Ultimately, we save paper. It is necessary to use paper sparingly. So it is the use of paper. So don't waste the paper. In India, the first factory to manufacture the newsprint, that paper established at Nepanagar in Madhya Pradesh. Then paper is also manufactured at Songarh in Gujarat, and also in Maharashtra. There is, in our region, there is a paper factory in Ballarpur near Chandrapur. Okay, so this is about the paper. Then next, some synthetic fibers or threads are used. So they prepared in factory like nylon, rayon, Dacron, terylene, terine. So these synthetic fibers we use. We usually prepare raincoats, then overcoats, socks that are used. So nylon means that these threads were invented at the same time in New York and London, इसलिए उसका nylon नाम पड़ा है. Then rayon, cotton and wood pulp is dissolved in chemical, that in sodium hydroxide, to make a solution. Threads are obtained from this solution with the help of machines. So that means it's a rayon. Okay, so this is the lesson. In this lesson, we learn advantage and shortcoming of synthetic fibers. Always remember one thing, save trees to save nature. So save paper also and save trees also. Use paper properly and economically. Don't waste the paper. Make a full use of it and recycle the used paper. So although there are some disadvantages in using synthetic fibers, they can useful if they are used in proper way, but they reduce the load on the use of natural resources. So we use two types of materials, natural and man-made materials. Natural materials may be biotic or abiotic. Biotic materials are either obtained from plants or obtained from the animal origin. Then rubber, paper and synthetic fibers are important man-made materials in our daily use. Then man-made materials are obtained by using certain processes. So this is about substances in daily use. In our next video, we will write question answers. Okay, children, bye. It's a revision of the lesson. Once again, I told you. Okay, so bye everyone.